Hello everyone, I'm Manuel and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Wine Tech. Today we have the latest flagship smartphone from Oneplus, the Oneplus 6. Well, is it actually true that they call it with the slogan "the speed you need"? Well, let's find out together. Okay, let's talk about specification first. The phone comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, which is an octa-core at 2.8 GHz, and the model I'm reviewing now has 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage, of which 108 available. The phone is dual SIM, but it cannot be expanded with an SD card, so you have to be careful which model to buy, and the phone also supports OTG. Aesthetically speaking, the phone is absolutely gorgeous, with the famous notch in the front, and the version I bought is the midnight black, which in my opinion feels a lot better and it's more fingerprint resistant. On the top we have the secondary microphone for video recording. On the left we have the volume button and the SIM tray for 2 SIMs. On the bottom we have the speaker, the USB Type-C, the microphone and the audio jack, whereas on the right we have the power button, and here we have the manual switch for ring, silent or vibration. On the back we have a dual camera setup with a 16 plus 20 megapixel camera with both hardware and electronic image stabilization. We have the dual tone flashlight and the fingerprint scanner right below the camera. The scanner is among the fastest I've ever tried and most accurate. As you can see, it takes just a split second to actually unlock. It's incredibly fast. On the front we also have a 16 megapixel camera, the top speaker, the light and proximity sensor and the LED indicator, all in the infamous notch. The phone also has the face unlock feature and FC. The phone also has a feature called ambient display that will show you the time and a small notification icons when you lift the phone, which can be changed in different layouts. Let me just show you how it works, and here it lights up. But in order to unlock you have to actually click or use the fingerprint below. There's also a reading feature for ebooks in the night mode, which will lower automatically the blue light at night. They can both be accessed right here. We have the night mode and a reading mode. As you can see, the phone comes with Android 8.1 and the Oxygen OS, which is close to Android stock, but with a few personalization. As advertised by OnePlus, this phone fits perfectly in the slogan "the speed you need." The software is incredibly fast and the background management works incredibly well. I've never experienced any lag or whatever, just as one would expect from a flagship phone. The software also has gestures in order to eliminate the navigation bar, which I liked a lot, but personally I found it harder to type while messaging without it, since the keyboard will be too low in the screen and harder to reach. The software also has some personalizations about gaming. Here we launch PUBG and you say gaming mode is turned on. This is a special feature which will prioritize gaming among all other processes and block any kind of notification, so you won't be bothered during gameplay. Also, with 8 GB of RAM and the Adreno 630, gaming is absolutely incredible and smooth, and you won't have any problem with any of the game rounds. The speaker on top is amongst the best I've ever tried, with clear and crisp sound. The speaker on the bottom is also good and loud, but in my opinion the basses are hardly hearable. The phone has a 3300 mAh battery that will easily take you to the end of the day with around 25% left. Here's a screenshot I took of the phone. He had a screen time of 3 hours and 56 minutes, so around 4 hours, 21% left and around another 4 hours. I just say that the phone can go up to 4-5 hours of screen on time, depending on the usage. Moreover, the phone has the proprietary dash charge that will charge the phone by 50% in just 30 minutes, so the battery won't be a problem. And despite having a glass back, the phone at the moment does not support wireless charging. And now let's talk about the camera. we have a 16 megapixel Sony camera, which has both optic and electric image stabilization, and a secondary 20 megapixel Sony camera for the depth of field and a 2x optic zoom. While on the front we have a 16 megapixel one. The camera is amongst the best you can find, with a high level of detail and close to perfect color saturation. You will be able to shoot amazing photo in automatic mode without any issue. The stabilization will also help you get perfect shots. Also, at night, pictures are especially good thanks to the stabilization, despite a small software problem I found. The camera will let in a lot of light, making it a must to adjust the light manually at night. However, I think it's easily fixable with a software update. The front takes good pictures with both good lighting as well as night pictures. In this phone, the secondary camera is both a 2x optic zoom as well as used for the depth of field, which is incredibly accurate, and the result is just amazing. And here we have an example of video recording. Okay, so this is a sample of video recording. As you can see, there's some nice stabilization. Oh, it's popping. Also, a new addition is the slow motion feature, which can go at Full HD with 230 frames per second or at 720p at 480 fps, but with a lower resolution the movie will result a little grainy. But here we have a few examples of slow motion. In conclusion, for around $570 of this model, you are getting an incredible design and build quality, the fastest and reliable software on the market, a great camera, the Snapdragon 845, which is the top-tier Qualcomm processor, 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage with incredible background app management, a 19:9 ratio optic AMOLED screen and NFC. And if I have to find some cons, I would say that I hope the battery would last longer, but maybe with future updates they will get better battery management. And also, I think the night photos, which need manual adjustment at the moment, could be fixed with a software update. This time OnePlus made a product that's close to perfection, with everything you might ask from a flagship phone, at an especially reasonable price. My take on this is to buy it and, as OnePlus said, be amazed by its speed. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification icon. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and see you soon with the next review.